Alright. Hello everyone. As you can clearly see, we are not playing Isaac today or anything else like that. Today's idea is to rank Souls bosses and the games that I've played. Now, I want to put a few disclaimers. First things first, these are my opinion. If you have any different ones, then feel free to share them. I'll be glad to see what you guys think and listen what you think could be changed. And second of all, I have not played some of these games, mainly Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, Demon's Souls and Elden Ring's DLC. So these will be skipped, and I will get into the reason why I haven't played them once we finish the first tier list of the bosses. But now then, I suppose we can just get into it, do a little tier list about it, and see what you guys think. So I've found this little list called Miyazaki vs. Main Bosses, which is a great name, but yeah, I think we just begin, see what happens. So first things first, we have Dark Souls 1 games, obviously, all the bosses from Dark Souls 1. And with our first victim being the Asylum Demon, it's obviously a starter boss, so it's not meant to be anything too special, and it's a reused enemy throughout the game very often, which is, in my opinion, a bit annoying. So I'll probably put it around C tier just for that, because it's very heavily reused throughout the game, and it's the first boss, quote-unquote boss, that you fight, so I can't really judge it too much, but it's an okay one. It's a bit gimmicky and easy to beat with just fire bombs or jumping down on him, so it's kind of here and there. Then we have Taurus Demon, which is the actual first boss of the game, and I'd most likely rank it higher. I would at least put it like before Asylum Demon. It's still equally as easy, in my own opinion. It isn't that special as for most of these early game bosses, in my opinion at least. But as for Moonlight Butterfly, I kinda have to put it in the bottom. I fought this boss once on my first playthrough and I didn't fight it ever since, because I feel like it was a useless boss to go out of your way to beat unless you specifically want to kill every boss in the game. So I never really bothered to go back after my first few times. Then our genuine first main boss of the game, the Bell Gargoyles, are actually fun. I actually really like them. It's always funny that you can like cut the tail and then the other one comes down after half health, and it's just really fun. They're easy to kill, obviously, which kind of ruins the fun of it. But it's always great to see you just chunk their health like really fast. You just chunk their HP and then laugh about how easy it was. So I honestly really prefer the Bell Gargoyles over all of the other ones so far. As for the Capra Demon, I hate it. I don't think that comes as a surprise to anyone who's fought Capra Demon, but I absolutely despise fighting Capra Demon. The boss arena is really tight, it's really annoying with the dogs, and the boss itself is just big on its own, so it's kind of annoying to try to squeeze your way throughout the fight. I haven't gone back to Capra Demon ever since I learned about the Master Key, mainly because I just don't want to go that way anymore. So I don't think I can be judged if I purposely want to skip the Capra Demon. So, you know, and I think that settles in well with the Gaping Dragon too. Because I think a lot of people can understand that the only way you fight Gaping Dragon is well, by going through the Capra Demon's depths area, or what it was called again. But Gaping Dragon is genuinely fun. It's definitely more fun than Capra Demon, but I'm not sure if it would beat like Taurus or Asylum Demon for me, because the fight is slightly annoying with certain moves when you fight it. So, you know, it could be better. You get a pretty cool weapon out of him, which actually I think that would bump it up at least past Asylum Demon for me, because I think the weapon is cool that you get from it. So, yeah. Also, I forgot, but I do have playlists playing in the background, so shout out to the person who made it. It's really easy to find. It's just a bunch, like a 10-hour game lo-fi music playlist. Shout out to them. I forgot to say that at first. But I'll link it in the description so you guys can find it also. So I appreciate it if you guys check it out. As for Chaos Witch Quelaag, our second bell guarding boss of the game, I would honestly put it past the bell gargoyles. I really enjoyed Quelaag. The fight is, I think, it can be kinda annoying, and it can also be really fun depending on what she does and how much you learn. Because some fire moves can be annoying, and all of these things, you know. So I think she's a good midpoint for the game, in my opinion, for like newer players. Which after that builds us into Ceaseless Discharge, which I really dislike. But I definitely enjoyed more than Butterfly or Capra Demon, in my own opinion. I just never really enjoyed it too much, because you just pick up the armor and then you just permanently keep dodging left and right, or get him stuck with his hand at the beginning of the arena and then just beat him that way. So he's like a really gimmicky fight in the game. Now I think it would make more sense if I rated Stray Demon before Iron Golem, which makes me put Stray Demon right here with Asylum Demon, because it's just a remade, kinda different version of Asylum Demon with explosions. So I can't really rank it too much because it's just really stupid. It's just a remake fight, there's nothing special to it. We do get a Titanite slab though, which is obviously really good. But other than that, the fight is it's just stupid, in my opinion. As for the Iron Golem, the Iron Golem is a bit of a funky one. So I don't know if I see this here, let's put him all the way back here, how about that? But Iron Golem it's alright. It's nothing amazing. It can be a bit clunky with the grab move especially. And it's another kind of gimmicky fight, because it's pretty easy to drop him down if you just know what you're doing. So I'd put him around Ceaseless Discharge too. It's nothing special. It's just a gimmick fight, like I said. So I wouldn't really call it too much. It's just an okay fight, and there's that. As for Priscilla, I actually haven't fought her in a long time, because I really despise the area she's in. But from what I remember, Priscilla is actually pretty fun with the invisibility, and you can cut her tail and get a weapon from that. I'd put Priscilla in like B tier, high B tier. I would say that Priscilla it's an okay like secret-ish boss. I do remember enjoying it. Learning the mechanic of her invisibility it's good fun, and once you get the hang of the fight, it's pretty easy to kind of beat her. But I just really hate the area she's in, and I don't want to go through that. As for Gwendolyn, I have to put it in D tier. It's really annoying. It's just you're just running after him like permanently. It's nothing special. You just run after Gwendolyn in a hallway and just wait until you kill her, and that's it. Or kill him. And that's the boss. There's nothing special to it. And that's that. You can get into the Gwendolyn fight with the wall glitch, like jumping against the wall and exiting out. Which is what I usually do. But I just don't really like the fight on its own. It's just kinda repetitive and boring. There's nothing special to the fight itself. So I don't really like it. Now we get into the big boys. We have Ornstein and Smough, which is, in my opinion, an S tier. I love fighting Ornstein and Smough. It is fantastic. It is such a beautiful fight in my opinion. It's a really strong duo fight that is also difficult to a certain extent. And I really like it. I really love fighting it. Arguably one of my favorite bosses throughout Dark Souls 1, but there is one who I think most people know is my favorite if they've watched my Dark Souls 1 playthrough of this when I did it on this channel like some time ago. As for Seath, I don't like it. I don't like Seath. I don't really like Seath. I would probably put it like the first in C tier, but I just really despise the fight, especially if you get the clams into the room, then it's really annoying, but there's really nothing else I can say about Seath. I just don't like it. Don't really like it at all. As for Pinwheel, on the other hand, Pinwheel is just an E tier. It's really easy. If you die to Pinwheel, I'm sorry to hear that. It's really embarrassing, I know. Pinwheel is just stupid. It shouldn't be even counted as a boss, in my opinion. It's just a filler fight. As for Nito, I don't really like Nito. The skeletons in the arena are kinda annoying, and the run to Nito on its own is already really annoying too, but I'd probably put it near Seath. I think they both deserve to be around Seath in my opinion, even though as much as I dislike both of them. But it's okay, in my opinion it's not too bad. It's probably actually a little bit better than Seath, in my opinion. I think I'll do that. As for Centipede Demon, I'm gonna knock these both off just really fast. Demon Fire Sage is just another reskin. It's all the same. As for Centipede Demon, I don't like it. I'm just gonna knock off the Izalith people really fast. Bed of Chaos, we all know how it is. No one likes Bed of Chaos. That's how it is. So, Demon Fire Sage is just a reskin. Centipede Demon is just really boring. It's really limited because of the lava in the arena. So I don't like it. And Bed of Chaos is just Bed of Chaos. So I think we all know why it's really hated. We have Sif. I would put Sif in A tier. It's a really beautiful fight. The song is really well known. It's really amazing. And at low health, the dog starts limping, which is obviously always sad when you see it. But I think it's a great fight. It's a funny fight to do nonetheless. Also, excuse my yawning because I genuinely just woke up to do this. Then we have Four Kings. I honestly really like Four Kings. You can roast me for that if you want, but I actually like Four Kings. It's a really interesting fight how it works. Like you need a specific ring or you need to be in a covenant, and there always spawns more of them. It's a DPS race, and I really love that about it. It's always really fun. I think I'm gonna rate Gwyn last. I'd rather do that. As for Sanctuary Guardian, it's annoying. It's really annoying. I don't like Sanctuary Guardian at all. It's some really clunky moves with a big hitbox, and obviously you can cut his tail, but the weapon you get from it is really bad. So there's really no redeeming qualities to Sanctuary Guardian in my opinion. But what Sanctuary Guardian leads up to, our man Knight Artorias is, in my opinion, the best boss in the entire game. I love Artorias with all of my heart. Artorias has always been my favorite boss ever in all of Souls games, I think. Especially Dark Souls 1 though. I don't know what it is about it, but Artorias just has it all. He's such a cool fight. The moveset is really nice. His model is amazing. I just love everything about Artorias. As for Kalameet and Manus, I've only fought Kalameet once, and I can say that it's a bit of a clunky fight too. I don't really like it, but it's around Nido's levels, I would say, with how fun it is. And as for Manus, it's an actual alright fight. I remember my first time I got really mad at it, and nowadays I just kinda cheese him with a bow. Even though, as much as I enjoy fighting Manus, the bow cheese is just more consistent, and I never really play the DLC all the way anymore. I kinda just go for Artorias and then I beat the game. Which, speaking of, we have a Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, which is in my opinion another S tier, but it doesn't beat Artorias, at least for me. I am an Artorias fan all the way. But that's DS1 done. I just realized how long this is gonna take because this recording is already 18 minutes and I'm only done with DS1. And we still have DS3, Sekiro, and Elden Ring and the games to rate. Jesus Christ. So let's start knocking these down. Iudex Gundyr. I like Iudex Gundyr. It's a really strong starter boss and it really teaches you the mechanics of the game, what you need to learn, and it's a good check of your overall like skill with the game, which I really love. I really love that about Iudex. So I'd probably put Iudex in probably an A tier, honestly. Like, I really like Iudex. It's a really good fight, it's a really strong starter boss, and well, a tutorial boss more than anything. And it really well teaches you how the game works. Like, there's nothing else to it. I think he's like actually perfect as a tutorial boss ever. As for our boy Wart of the Boreal Valley, we all know the meme, we all know the music, we all know that. But as the fight itself, kinda whatever, honestly. More of a B tier in my opinion. I don't really like Wart too much. I'd prefer just Iudex on its own instead of fighting Wart, honestly. So I don't really have much to say about Wart as it is. Now we're just gonna run through a few of these bosses, because these are really like more filler than anything else. We have Curse Rod Greatwood, which is extremely annoying to fight. I hate it. It's more of a gimmick fight again. And it's more annoying than fun, in my opinion. I just don't like Greatwood. As for Crystal Sage, kind of the same reason. I don't really like the magic spam. It's really annoying and hard to focus on everything at once, especially if you're not needed like really well known with the game. So fighting Crystal Sage can be pretty annoying actually, and I just don't like the fight at all. Which is why Deacons of the Deep actually go higher than Crystal Sage in my own opinion. It's actually a fun fight. Like I do enjoy Deacons way more compared to Crystal Sage. but it's not high enough, in my opinion, to beat some of the Dark Souls 1 bosses. Because as I said, it's again a really gimmicky fight. But now we get into the big hitters. We have Abyss Watchers. Abyss Watchers are first Lord Soul of the game. Usually our first Lord Soul of the game. Is amazing. I don't know if it's... well, I mean, I don't know if it's Eudix level. I still really prefer Eudix over anything, because Eudix is just an amazing fight. It's really perfect compared to other things. But Abyss Watchers are a really strong contender, in my opinion. Like, I really do enjoy Abyss Watchers as it is, and the fight is really fun with different builds. It's really easy to just cheese and backstab him, but it's really good as a starter main boss of the game, I think, and I think that's what makes it really fun. And then we have Volnir, which is obviously just a really gimmicky fight. In my opinion, better than Ceaseless Discharge though. I wish it was not as gimmicky as it is, but you can't do them all, you know, so Volnir kinda deserves to be with the gimmick guys, I think. As for the old Demon King, I haven't really fought him too often. I don't really go out of my way to fight him, which kinda probably explains my viewpoint of how little the boss matters to me. So I don't have much to talk about it, but this is a bit of a hot take, probably for some people, but Yorm the Giant is, in my opinion, one of the best gimmick fights in the game, ever. I think Yorm the Giant is, in my opinion, an S tier as a gimmick fight. It's really, really well made. And if you want to suffer through it, you don't even have to use the gimmick. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't force you to use the gimmick, which is, in my opinion, a really nice thing, because it gives more freedom to the player to choose how they want to beat the fight. But I mean, I can't, like, you know, I'm just a bit of a sucker for bigger bosses. Always, I love like bigger scaled fights. They're really always fun. And I think Yorm the Giant fits that category just really, really perfectly, in my opinion. As for Pontiff, what I would like to call Pontiff is the Elder Ring boss of Dark Souls. Pontiff is fine. I kinda hate it, maybe because I'm more bad at the fight than anything else. I don't really like it too much. I think that's what it is. But Pontiff as it is, it's fun. I really enjoyed fighting him on Soul Level 1. But I don't think it deserves that high of a rating from me. But this is where it gets into a really hot take, because Aldrich I really, really love. I really, really love fighting Aldrich. It's arguably one of my favorite bosses in the game. I know a lot of people hate Aldrich for what it is, and I can understand where they're coming from with the hate for Aldrich, but I really, really love fighting it. It's a simple fight, and it can be cheesed really easily if you just know how the boss mechanic works, like the teleportation and everything. So it's an easy boss, but a lot of people just hate it because of the arrow rain, and I can understand that, because if you're like a starter for Dark Souls 3, then you don't know how the boss AI works, so it's not as easy to manipulate what moveset she does, or he, again. Yeah, I really love Aldrich, honestly. It's a really good fight. And from a good fight to another one, we roll into Dancer of the Boreal Valley, which I think deserves a good spot with everyone else up in the A tier. Dancer, Soul Level 1 at least, was a struggle, but on just a base game, normal playthrough, it's a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed Dancer. There's some moves that are extremely fast, and it's a really big learning curve for some people. And it's also really funny that you can do Dancer early if you if you really want to challenge yourself that much. And I've done it a few times, obviously in soul level 1s, it doesn't really matter what you do first. So, I honestly really like Dancer nowadays. I used to hate it a lot, but I've grown over it, and I really do like it. And then we get to Osiris, which I hate. I hate Osiris. The one-frame charge, some other bullshit moves that Osiris has, I don't like it. It's a really annoying fight. It's more of like a Bloodborne boss just shoved into Dark Souls 3, which is pretty cool, obviously. But I don't like it at all. I really despise Osiris. But if you guys see, my user's Gundyr rating is at 8. And then we have Champion Gundyr, which is, in my opinion, another A tier. But it's a high A tier. I really love both Gundyrs so much. They're so well made, and Champion Gundyr just having that more extra oomph to it really makes it fun. I really love fighting both Gundyrs, and I wish there was like a way to fight both of them at the same time. I think that would be a really funny idea. But then we get into Dragon Slayer armor. It's fine. I actually prefer Dragon Slayer over Pontiff. It's just a bit of a simple fight, though the arena is kinda annoying because of the guys in the background shooting at you, but other than that, I think Dragon Slayer is a really strong fight, just as it is, and you know, I can't really say too much about it. That's kinda how it is. As for Lothric Princess, yeah, I love it. It's in my opinion an S tier fight. I really love fighting the Twin Princess. I think everything about it is really well made. The teleportation moveset is really good, and the music is also just fantastic. And a lot of other things about it is just really strong in my opinion. Like obviously you can cheese the fight in second phase, but I don't do it too often, honestly, because I love the action you get with both of them on the field. It's a lot of fun, and it's a really strong boss to slowly finish the game off with, in my opinion. So I really like it. And Ancient Wyvern, we don't even have to talk about it. It's just a filler boss in the middle. You just run, bonk him in the head and win. There's really nothing else to it. So we roll into Nameless King, who a lot of people really love, and I love the second phase of it. But what makes me not put him in higher tiers is the first phase, because I really fucking hate the first phase. The first phase is arguably the most annoying one. You're just fighting the camera more than anything else in it. It's not fun in any way. It's really annoying. And I just don't like it. I really just despise it. But the second phase is a lot of fun. For the first time I beat Nameless King alone yesterday, and I was really happy about myself. So, you know, I can say that the second phase is so much more fun compared to the first one. Always. Like, the first phase is so stupid. And I think I want to leave Soul of Cinder and Gale as last. I think I want to do that. As for Champion's Gravetender, I don't really remember much about this fight. I think I've only gone there once out of my way to beat him, and I just didn't like know what I was doing. I just kinda killed him and then I left. So I can't really commentate on Gravetender. But as for Sister Frieda, it's an okay fight, in my opinion. It's I think it's better than Euryx and all of these, but Sister Frieda is a bit interesting. It can be really annoying if you don't know too much of it. Especially during the second phase, it can be kinda difficult. But other than that, I think she's an okay fight. I can't really complain too much about Frieda. I think she's just a really like stable, balanced fight, obviously until it gets to second phase, and then it's a bit more difficult. But I think she's in an okay spot in A tier in my opinion. She's balanced, she's difficult, and she's fun. Though for the Demon Princess and Half-Light, I wanna roll honestly all three of these kinda out of the way. Demon Princess are fine, Half-Light is annoying, and Midir is probably, in my opinion, just a really good dragon fight. Now Demon Princess, like 2 days ago I went through the DLC again to get to Gale, and the Demon Princess are a bit annoying, but I like the mechanic on depending on who you kill, the boss fight changes at the end, and I really love that as a mechanic. It's a really cool idea, and other than that I don't have much to say about them. The song is pretty good, that's all I have. As for Half-Light, it's a really interesting idea for a boss, especially if you're playing online. Because to those who don't know, Half-Light can actually spawn in an actual player who's in that area if they're online, and I really love that as a mechanic, but the fight on its own is just so fucking annoying. It's really annoying, and it gets even more annoying if you get an actual player online to fight against you, because lag and everything like is gonna be a matter in that case. So I don't really like it too much. As for Midir, I only fought him like a few times. Not the greatest fight in my opinion, but it's obviously it's a really strong dragon fight, probably their best that they've ever put out in the game. At least from the Dark Souls series, I think, and I really do like it how it is. So I can't commentate on it too much. I don't really think so. But I really enjoyed Midir as for what it is. It can be a really annoying learning curve for a lot of people, but it's an okay boss. But then we get into the big hitters, Gale and Soul of Cinder. So Gale I just beat yesterday. Again, I finally beat Gale alone, which I'm really proud of. And I loved it. I really fucking loved fighting Gale. And I think Gale is just a perfect fucking boss fight in every single way. The lore, the way it looks, the music, the arena, everything fits together so perfectly when you fight Gale, and I can't understate how much I fucking love fighting Gale as it is, and it is such a perfect boss fight. And then we get into Soul of Cinder, who I actually prefer over Gale. I love the music, I love the reference to Gwyn at the second phase, I really love it. Soul of Cinder is the perfect base game ending for a boss fight, I think. It uses movesets from your other characters, like dexterity builds, magic builds, spear builds. It's a lot of fun, and second phase, obviously we all know the legendary piano theme with Gwyn's moveset, which is just an amazing ending to an amazing game. And then we get into Sekiro. Now I wanna preface this to everyone. I haven't beaten Sekiro. I've yet to beat Sekiro. I am stuck in Ishin, the Sword Saint, who we'll talk about. So I can't obviously rank all of the bosses. But I'm gonna rank those who I remember fighting, because I've still beaten most of Sekiro for my first playthrough. I just didn't really love Sekiro for what it is. It's a bit of a mixed bag in my opinion for me. It's an okay game, don't get me wrong, but Sekiro as it is just a bit meh for myself. I never really got into the parrying system, because I'm way too used to Dark Souls games and these kind of things, so I struggled a lot to find the balance of enjoyment. I think I can say that. So Gyabu is a really good starter boss in my opinion. It's a difficult one, at least I remember struggling a lot. I think I even rage quit once when fighting Gyabu. So yeah, I think that I think that explains a lot with my standing of the fight, but it's a really strong starter boss at least, so I can't like blame it too much. I think Kyobu is it's a fine fight, but Lady Butterfly I always preferred more. I remember struggling a lot and eventually learning how this fight goes. It was fun, and as per usual, I don't really have much to say about Sekiro because, as I said, it's not a game that I prefer playing. As for Genichiro, it kind of falls into the same category as Kyobu. I didn't really enjoy fighting it. It's a cool fight, but I just don't like it too much. But then we have a really hot take from me that I feel like I'm gonna get roasted for in the comment section if people actually watch this video. Guardian Ape. I loved fighting Guardian Ape. I fucking loved fighting Guardian Ape. Guardian Ape is arguably my favorite boss in the entire game. You can sue me if you want for that, but I fucking loved fighting Guardian Ape. It's such a balanced fight compared to everything else in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I don't know what it is, but the Guardian Ape was the most fun I had with the game. And I don't know what to say about that. As for the folding screen monkeys, well, they're a filler boss. Where you obviously get the red sword, which names I forgot. The Mortal Draw, yeah, you get the Mortal Draw from the folding screen monkeys. It's just an annoying filler boss. I can't commentate on it. As for Headless Ape, it's also really good. Obviously the duo fight with Headless Ape and the other monkey are annoying, but Guardian Ape and Headless Ape, I enjoy both of them. It's a really good fight. It's a really strong fight too, so I do like it. I do like it. Then, Corrupted Monk. Corrupted Monk is in a bit of a weird spot. I prefer the true version more than the Corrupted Monk, in all honesty. So, I mean, there's one boss that's actually missing on this list, which is the little girl. But she's an optional boss, so I guess it's not counted, but she would be around the same with Corrupted Monk in D tier, in my opinion. As for Shinobi Owl, or Owl I should say, it's fine. It's an okay fight. It took a lot of time to learn, so I can't really say too much from it. It was just a learning curve, but it was an okay one. I did enjoy it. As for these, here we have Emma and Ishin Ashina, who I've obviously not beaten, and we all know that I haven't beaten them because I did say that I've yet to beat the game and I'm stuck in Ishin the Sword Saint, so I can't talk on most of these bosses here, but as for Emma, from what I've seen, she's an okay fight, and Ishin Ashina the same thing, and Owl Father and Demon of Hatred, a lot of people hate, but I've yet to beat them, so we're just gonna kinda skim past the names that I don't remember seeing. Kinda like this. Yeah, these are the rest of the bosses that I actually remember fighting in the game, so let's go through this fast. It's already been 40 minutes and I've yet to even rate the games, so let's keep going. True Corrupted Monk. I did say that I prefer this fight more, and it's true, I really do. Corrupted Monk is in a good spot, higher than the normal Corrupted Monk. I really enjoy the true one more. It's a 3-phase boss fight, and the second phase is really interesting with the move she does. I actually find it kind of fun, even though you can just cheese it, but it's fun nonetheless. And Divine Dragon is a gimmick fight. I can't say too much about it. I think it just deserves to be in a bit of a spot stuck there with the other gimmick fights. Then we get into Genichiro and Ishin the Sword Saint. Now I did say that I haven't beaten Ishin the Sword Saint, which is true. So I would, from my experience, I'm putting both of them around here on C tier. They're not amazing. They're not like anything special in my opinion. But now, the big one, Elder Ring. This is gonna take a long ass time, so we're just gonna run through Elder Ring because there's a lot of fucking bosses in that game. So let's just do a quick roll and just go through all of the side bosses and then talk about the main bosses. So Leonine, get a good weapon, but it's really easy. As for Ancestor Spirit, same thing. It's really easy. It can get a bit annoying with the healing mechanic, but other than that, the spirit is fine. Now, Margit the Fellow Omen, your first actual main boss of the game. It's difficult for starters, but it's fine. I do enjoy Margit for what it is. It's a fun fight, but I always prefer Godrick the Grafted. Godrick is way more fun. The boss fight is a lot of fun too. It's a really good learning curve. The second phase is pretty cool in my opinion with the fire and everything. I really loved fighting Godrick way more than Margit in my opinion. Like Margit feels like a pushover at this point, and Godrick is like a good point of knowing that I'm gonna have fun with the game again. At least in my opinion. Now the Dragonkin Soldier of Noxtella, I don't remember fighting him too much. By the way, to those who don't know, I do have Elden Ring 100%ed and I have beat all of the bosses that I know I have. Like, all of the side and these bosses, I know I've beaten all of them. But I don't remember too much from some of the bosses, like the side content or things like that. But yeah, I do have 100% in Elden Ring. It's not too difficult to even get, so... as for Dragonkin, I don't remember much of it. I'm gonna put it at D tier, and same for Royal Knight Loretta. I prefer the real version of Loretta way more compared to the fake one. And then we have Red Wolf of Radagon, which is a side boss before Renala. It's a really easy fight, but honestly I like the pacing of it. I really do like the pacing of Red Wolf. It's an okay fight. It's fun. Then we have Renala, who I absolutely fucking despise. I hate Renala with a passion, because I hate the summoning, I hate her spells, I hate how she keeps jumping around. I just do not like Renala. Like, I can't say too much of it. I just don't like it. I gotta... let me see here. We have Magmaworm Makar, who is a bit of an annoying boss, but it's fine. It's a bit boring in my opinion to fight, and Elemer of Briar is okay. I don't remember much about fighting them because I only went through that area once. So I honestly don't really remember too much of fighting Elemer. Then we have Mohg, the Omen, which is... I don't think it's the real Mohg, right? Do we have real Mohg over here? Yeah, we have Mohg Lord. Okay, yeah, so this is Sewer Mohg. I don't like it. I prefer normal Mohg over the Sewer version. But then we have a good lineup of bosses here. We have Golden Godfrey, we have Peace Free, as people like to call him, and Amazing Fight. I really love it. I love Godfrey a lot. I would probably put it at the high A tier, like the first A tier. I really do love Godfrey as a fight. It's a really good small arena where you fight him in, and it's a lot of fun. But then we get into an annoyance that I really hate, which is Morgoth, the Omen King. I've never loved fighting Morgoth, honestly, but it's an okay fight. It's not better than Godric in my opinion, but I don't really like Morgoth too much. As for the God skins, let's just wrap both of them. We have Godskin Noble, which is... I just don't like fighting either of them. Both Godskins in my opinion are really annoying to fight. I just fucking hate them. And I don't remember if the duo fight is marked in here. Is it? Yeah, Godskin Duo, there it is. So let's just put it here too. I hate all of them. I don't like fighting them alone, and I don't like fighting the duo version either. I just really hate Godskins. But then we have a Rykard, which is... you get a really good weapon. It's a gimmick fight, kind of like a Yorm. But okay, I know a lot of people are gonna hate on me with this one, but I prefer Yorm over Rykard. In all honesty, I just don't like the moveset of Rykard too much. Especially like where the skulls start following you around in second phase. I don't like it, but it's an okay fight nonetheless. Like Rykard is fine, but I just don't like it too much. It's really annoying more than anything. Like Yorm is a good balance of trading blows and having fun, while Rykard is just a bunch of like random bullshit go and you're just dodging almost permanently while looking for a window to hit. So I don't really like Rykard too much. As for Radahn though, Radahn is fantastic. Radahn is perfect. It is such an amazing boss fight. I love Radahn. The music, the boss as it is, the moves that he has, the fact that you can summon a lot of people into the fight, it's such a beautiful fight to do. I love fighting Radahn. And then we have Mimic Tear, who is just an E. Mimic Tear is... It's like you're blowing someone over and they just fall immediately. Like you blow at someone's way and they just fall over. That's how it is. Mimic Tear can be cheesed really easily, so I don't like it too much. But the summon you get though is really good. Mimic Summon is amazing. It's so strong. Then we have Regal Ancestor Spirit. It's kind of the same as the normal one. Where did I even put Ancestor Spirit? There it is. There it is. It's kind of the same. I never really saw the difference between the two of them. I think the other one's just a bit tankier than the other one. I don't even know the difference. I just kind of killed both of them. Just kind of breezed on by, and that was it. So I can't really commentate on it. As for the Gargoyle duo, I fucking hate it. I despise the Valiant Gargoyles a lot. A lot, because I just don't like duo fights, especially when they're made in a poor way. I don't like it too much. Like Godskin Duo, Valiant Gargoyles, they're made so poorly in my opinion that it just makes me hate them on purpose. Then we had Astel. Astel was fine, I think. From what I remember, Astel was alright. I'd probably say it's a bit better than... No, I don't think it's better than Midir. I think it's like here. But Astel was fine. Then we have an NPC fight with Fia's champions. No, don't like it. Same for 40 Sacks. I didn't really love that fight too much. I kinda just breezed on by. And just kinda killed 40 Sacks really easily. I guess my build was just really strong for that point of the game. So I didn't really love it. It just kind of went on by, and that was pretty much it with 40 Sacks. As for Fire Giant, same thing. I don't like it. I don't hate it, but it's annoying again. I just kind of despise fighting Fire Giant. Some of his movesets are really annoying, especially second phase. And I don't know, it's It's a fine fight, but I don't like it, nor do I hate it. And then we have Placidu's Axe, which actually is a lot of fun. I loved fighting Placidu's Axe, genuinely. Like, I'm not even kidding with all of you guys. I actually loved fighting Placidu's Axe. It's a lot of fun. But then, oh boy, then we have Maliketh, which, I mean, you guys can see in the recording, but we have Maliketh here. And Maliketh is fine. It's fine. I don't think I'd prefer it over Champion Gundyr, but Maliketh, as it is, it's fine. The first phase is annoying, but then the second phase is where it gets a lot of fun. So, you know, I don't have much to say about Maliketh. He was a really difficult boss for me, but I enjoyed my time with it. We have Commander Niall. I don't even remember what he did, I gotta be honest. I think he's the guy that summons like the frost effect and 2 summons to fight you. But no, I don't... I remember not really liking the commander fights. It was more of a pushover than anything else. I think I cheesed Commander Niall a little bit. I think that's what I even did, because I just wanted to get to Malenia. So I think the first time I cheesed Commander Niall with the bow cheese, and the second time I went through that area, it was just a pushover, and I just didn't really like it. But then we have Mo. We have a real Mo, and I loved it. I loved fighting Mo. Mohg is a lot of fun. The real version of Mohg is a lot of fun. I kinda killed him really fast with the first time, like with Mimic Tear and Mohg Shackle and a Bleed build. So I did kill him like really fast. But from what I remember with the fight, it's amazing. It's really good, and I love the spell casting he does, like when he starts saying fucking the casting and everything. It's a lot of fun. It's a bit of a cinematic fight in my opinion, and I just like it. I really just like it. As for... well, let's get most of these out of the way fast, but we have Loretta, real Loretta, which kind of falls under the same category as the fake one. I did say that I prefer the real one, which is why it's before... or which is why it's slightly higher than the actual one, like here maybe I would say, actually. Before Leonine at least, yeah. I do prefer the real Loretta more. Then we have Malenia. Now this might be a bit of a hot take, but I did do it with summons, with the Mimic Tear, because I'm bad. I will eventually try to push for an actual solo Malenia kill. But with the Mimic Tear, and as my first experience fighting her, because I haven't gone out of my way to get to Malenia anymore, really. I think she was a fine fight. The second phase is beautiful. I actually really did enjoy my time fighting Malenia. It was a good time. It was a lot of fun. Then we have Gideon. Gideon is just a pushover. I can't rate him in any way. Gideon just comes and he goes. That's it. Gideon appears and Gideon dies. That's all I can say. If you fuck up the first time you're fighting him, then good luck. Good luck, buddy. Because you get to suffer with Gideon then. But if you kill him immediately, then it's great. What else? We have Hoarah or Godfrey. Or both of them actually on the same one. I love Godfrey. I love fighting Godfrey. Probably one of my top favorite bosses in the entire game, like series overall. Like I really loved Godfrey and Hoarah as it is. I did really enjoy it. And now we have 2 more bosses, and then we can finally do the game rating and finish this video off after an hour of me sitting here rating fucking games and bosses. We have Radagon of the Golden Order. Radagon I liked. As for Elden Beast, after that, I didn't really like too much. Radagon is a lot of fun. I did really enjoy like Radagon, and then Elden Beast is a bit of a disappointing one. It's more of like it feels like a gimmicky fight because he just runs around so much, and it's hard to like get a grasp of where it's trying to go to. But here it is. If you feel like putting me on a stake for my rating, then feel free. But in my opinion, here's my boss tier list. Feel free to blame me in the comments for my shit taste. I don't really mind. But now, let me pause the recording and we're gonna cut to the game ranking, and then I can finally finish this recording off. And here we are. As you can see, we have another category here called Didn't Really Play, which is true because there's some games that I haven't really played, and now this is the moment where I can get into the point of why I haven't really played these games. So let's begin. Demon's Souls. I've never played Demon's Souls, so I can't judge it. I don't have anything to play Demon's Souls with, so I can't say much. I can't really say too much about it. And then let's talk about Dark Souls 2. I tried to play Dark Souls 2, but I got really motion sick because of the camera. Because it felt like the camera didn't feel the same as the other games, so I started getting motion sick actually. Which is, I think, a little bit funny, but I couldn't play it because of that. I started to feel really sick because the camera just felt so different and off, so I can't really say much about Dark Souls 2 either. Bloodborne. I've never played it, I don't have a PS4, and Night Rain. I haven't bought it, so I can't really say much about it, but here we have the top 4 games that I know I've played. And this is the time when I'm gonna get blamed in the comments for my shit taste, I think, really badly. But I've had this talk for a while between Dark Souls and Elden Ring. So we're gonna leave that last, but we're gonna start with Sekiro, because a lot of people, well, I mean, I think I've made it clear that I don't like Sekiro. I guess I can actually delete this row completely. Don't really need it there. I can just delete the entire row and just make it a bit more better. There we go. So I don't like Sekiro, and I think I've really made it clear, because I can't get a hold of the parrying mechanic. Even though I've beaten most of the game, I can't get a hold of the parrying mechanic still. It's really weird to use, and I think it's just because my brain is still in Dark Souls mode, so I can't really get into the Sekiro mood. But it's not a bad game nonetheless, like, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy some fights with Sekiro, as I've kind of made it clear with the Guardian Ape and all of these, but I just don't really like it, because I can't get a hold of the mechanics of the game. It's really weird to get used to it. So I can't, you know, I can't really say much. Then we have Dark Souls 1, which I love. I love Dark Souls 1. I do. I really love Dark Souls 1. But here's the problem, because we have Dark Souls 3 that I also really love, and we have Elden Ring that I also really love. So, you know, it would kind of look like this. So the stupid save and download. There we go. Just make it a bit more stretched. Make it a bit more stretched. Yeah. Because, like, this is how it would look like. But the problem is, I've had this, like, I don't know if I prefer Elden Ring over Dark Souls. I don't know, because I really love all of them. Like, Dark Souls 1, I think, is probably a bit lower now that I beat Gale on my own. I think Dark Souls 1 would be like an A tier. And Dark Souls 3 would be an S tier, obviously, because I really love Dark Souls. But as for Elden Ring, I don't really know. I genuinely don't know, because it's like in this weird midpoint between do I prefer it over Dark Souls 3 or do I prefer Dark Souls 3 over Elden Ring? Because I've been trying to like play Elden Ring once in a while here recently, and it just feels kind of boring now to sometimes just boot it up. Because I don't really know what I can do differently. I've played caster build, I've played a strength, a dex build. I tried to play mage, like a sorcery build, but I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. Like, I really loved incantations and then just big swords. Like, I love swords and I love incantations in the game. But I don't know, like, the game is so big that it starts to feel a little bit boring, because you know that, oh, now I'm gonna have to go here to get this, and I'm gonna have to get the Dectus medallions from here and there, and oh, then I need to beat Margit, and then I'm fully prepared after an hour to beat it, and you know, it's like, it's just in a weird situation for me with Elden Ring. So I can't really say too much, but I think I do prefer Elden Ring over Dark Souls 1, and I think this is like a good list. I think this is like an okay list in my opinion. I just don't like Sekiro, but Dark Souls and Elden Ring are like my babies pretty much. I love them. So I think this is my list. If there's anything you disagree with, then feel free to let me know. I'll gladly read your guys' comments and how much you wanna like witch hunt me for my shit boss taste. But let me know. I'll be glad to hear your thoughts on everything that I have said in this video. But now, I'm gonna go eat, and tomorrow we're gonna return back to the basics and just play Isaac. So, if you guys want to show some love and show support, feel free to subscribe. I don't mind. I love all of you nonetheless. If you just watch this, it always means a lot to me. So thank you for being here, and if you watch this video fully, then God bless your soul. Thank you for being here with me for an hour straight. I really appreciate all of it. But now, I love all of you guys. Take care of yourselves. And as always, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and last but not least, good night everyone.